I'm that Shoshi, producer and writer for Five Nights at Candy's World, The Adventure. I started this project with a few friends of mine back around when the second Five Nights at Candy's game was released. It started off as almost a clone of Scott Cawthon's Five Nights at Freddy's World, but it quickly evolved into something much bigger. I thank every single one of you, former teammates and fans of our game, for helping us get to where we are now. I hope you enjoy this gameplay demonstration with commentary from our very own fantastic coder and composer, Rotten Eggplant, and our amazing modeler, Galvatron. Thank you for listening, and without further ado, let's get straight to the gameplay.
Hi everyone, I'm Rotten Eggplant, and today we're taking a first look at Five Nights at Candy's World The Adventure. I'm the composer and programmer for the game.
And I'm Galva, the main 3D modeler of the team.
So let's go ahead and start ourselves a new game. And we'll do normal mode.
Wait guys, what's that over there?
So yeah, we do have voice acting in this game. And it's actually just 3, and believe it or not, I'm one of them.
It says here that the One's family has been kidnapped.
Oh no, that poor family.
Did a good job on those profile pictures, I gotta say.
Thank you.
Whoa, man. That's not good. Does it say who kidnapped them?
It says that they suspect Lollipop. I mean, he's usually stealing candy, but this?
So, plot twist. The enemy is Lollipop.
Lollipop. Again? I've had it with that good-for-nothing criminal. I oughta...
Relax, brother. Are we gonna save them?
Of
That
course
voice
we
is so
are.
cool.
These people are friends,
Yeah.
And we can't let Lollipop get away with this.
Don't worry about it, Candy. I can rescue them on my own.
Good old
I thought
Penguin, everyone's
stronger,
favorite.
so let me go do it.
Calm
Oops, I just
down,
skipped part of that
relax.
dialogue, didn't I?
You're part of the team, and the team works together.
Just wait, Penguin. You'll have your chance.
So what's the plan?
First, we have to find out what Lollipop is keeping them. You know he won't give them up without a fight. So we should prepare ourselves for that.
I know. We should see your brother at Vince's shop and Blake's sister at Questa's.
Blank doesn't like that idea.
No,
Great
he's
idea,
a
Penguin.
grumpy
Let's go, guys.
dude.
All right, so now we have control of our character, and as you can see, there's this little key thing up here. I'll go into that a little bit later, but really the game only has those 4 keys on the keyboard and the mouse. Very simple, very basic. So whenever you approach an object or a person or anything, a little help comes up. It tells you what button to push. This one says right-click the mouse. If you go up to a sign, it says hover over it. So it tells you what the sign says. And also, if you press and hold the left click button, Candy will run. So let's take a look at some of these buildings, shall we? This one is Mince Burgers. This will act like the shop in Burgerburg, which is the name of the town that we're in. Starting point in the game. Of course, if you look over here, the people are made out of burgers, so ultimate irony.
Yeah.
Modeled after the people of Burgerburg. So this is Hopper's Arcade. Now, not to spoil too much, but there are certain items around the game that you'll be able to find, which will put this place to use. So, but if we go in here for now, as you can see, there's nothing here. So let's take a moment to talk about this little building. This is a soda can's thrift store. This is going to act like a secondary shop. Alright, so right now we are walking through the residential district of Burgerburg. It's a pretty big town if you didn't guess. Alright, so this is the battle system. It actually is the battle system tutorial. It'll teach you everything you need to know about the battle engine, but I might go over a few more specific things. So, on the left side is your primary party. That's these guys right here, obviously. On the right side are the enemies to defeat. These guys right here. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll find your party's HUD, your heads-up display right here. This contains all the info regarding each member of your party. The name box tells your member's party's name and their level. It also changes color if you have any status effects. Under that are the status bars. The first one is the party member's health. When it reaches 0, your character dies. Stating the obvious there, but you never know. You can also hover over these to find out exactly how much health you have left. The second one is the party member's battery level. Whenever you use a move, and we'll get to that in a bit here, it uses a percentage of your character's battery life. Now, you always start a battle with 100% battery life. This is sort of like a, you know, what is it, stamina?
Yeah, stamina or like mana, usually.
Yeah, something like that. Well, mana.
Yeah, maybe not mana, but stamina.
Yeah. At the end of every battle cycle, you gain back a small amount of battery life. I don't know how animatronics charge in real life, but these guys, I guess, use the sun or something. The third bar shows how much experience you need to gain a level. So Chester here needs 12 till he reaches 2. Cindy needs 10. Candy needs 11. Finally, under that is your buff info. Well, it's kind of blank right now, but whenever you get a buff or debuff, they show up as little boxes under here. As this does. This shows you any buffs or debuffs to the party member stats. Now, in the upper right-hand corner is your enemies' HUDs. You can only see the enemy's name and health, and their buff info, which is the same color as the blackout box. This is your action HUD. At the top, you can find which party you're selecting the actions for, by the big one in the center. You can also reselect a previous member's moves by clicking on their profile picture. They'll be right here. Under that is the move selection box. This big blue one right here. Each character can use 3 moves in battle. Hover each move to get more information for that move. Moves that are grayed out means you cannot perform that move, usually because you lack the necessary battery life, or you're just plain dead. On the bottom of the move selection box is the alternate action box. Yeah, I know. I'm great at naming things, aren't I? Here you could choose to use items, defend, switch party members, or run, coward. Items can be found lying around or can be bought at a shop, like mints or cans. When you defend, you can't attack, but your defense almost doubles, and you restore twice the battery life. You can switch out any member of your primary party with those in your backup party, even if your party member is dead. Last but not least, you can choose to run in normal battles, but not boss battles. No, you gotta stick through that. Its success is determined by how fast your party members are. Meaning, if your party member is first to attack, the run will be successful. And that's it. Go ahead and practice on these training dummies. So, first thing I gotta mention is when you hover over it, as you can see at the bottom here, you know, gives you the name of it, Whamburger, and it uses 10% battery life. You throw burgers onto the opposing party, causing them to get pickle juice in their eyes. Yeah, I know, dad jokes aside, but, you know, Scratch attacks a single attacks a single enemy, and Jump Scare. Clean up in aisle 6. So let's go ahead and give these guys a Whamburger attack. Now, Burgers is one of the healing moves that heals all the characters magically. You know, Scratch is the same thing as Candy's, and Celebrate raises all the stats, but be careful, it uses a lot of battery. So, let's go ahead and scratch them. So now, when you use a move that you select one enemy on, this little box pops up, and then you can just hover over any of these. Select it. So, Rock and Jam, Hype Up Jam, all the usual suspects. So now, this will describe what you're using on who. And I know these are in reverse order, but this is the first guy, second guy, third guy that's made, so deal with it.
Take this.
Alright. Well, let's take a look at the items real quick. So, hamburger, quarter pounder, french fries, large french fries. So the hamburgers are like, you know, your healing potions and whatever. French fries will restore your battery life. This is what revives the dead party members. And this acts like, what do they call them in FNAF World? Bites?
Yeah, I think they're bites.
So yeah, these are the bites for this game. See, it's not completely original.
Yeah.
Also, you could switch out for any of these guys. Find out what their moves are by hovering over these. So let's switch them all out. And yes, you have to switch them all out like this. There you go. So let's go take your order. Crayon Chaos. Wonder how we came up with that one.
Yeah.
And that's all there is to that. So why don't we head over to Candyland and actually take a look at some real enemies.
Yeah.
So here we are in Candyland. I like these cupcake houses, by the way.
Thank you. I worked very hard on
Gingerbread
them.
houses. Yeah. So Candyland, you actually have a chance for random battle. So let's see if we can get one of those. Oh yeah, little birds flying around. Ah, the grizzly gummy.
Strangely familiar looking.
Here you go.
Hey-ya.
Here you go.
I love that effect, by the way. So cool.
Yeah, I do too. That was awesome. Boy, we are men of few words, aren't we?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Alright, so let's talk about the victory box, by the way. So you gain experience for defeating them. Candy coins is the currency in this game.
Because of course.
Why not? And then you get items. Alright, so let's talk about the menu now. You open up the menu, and you can get access to all these options here. General information. Here's the character management box. You hover over them, you can see what they are. Tiny little candy. And yeah, you can switch them around by just dragging and dropping. I don't want penguin there, so we'll have that. Alright, so the moves are interesting. They act like the equipment in this game. So you click on a character, this green box is your inventory. So you got some moves here that you can switch out for. And to use in battle, and you can switch these around as you see fit. Items, you can use or toss items. Let's not do that. The map of the area. This little red dot is you. These green ones are doors that you can go into. A place you can save your game at. Game settings. Control your master volume and all that kind of stuff. Battle speed, window mode, windowed between windowed mode and full screen. And you could choose either to use the WASD keys or the arrow keys. Or you can also choose to use the left and right or right and left for your selected action buttons. Achievements. Yes. There are achievements in this game. Then you can choose to exit the game. which I don't want to do right now.
I'm really sorry for not saying much. I just don't know, like,
What to say?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it does take a lot of practice to figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Especially since you're the one who made the game, essentially.
Well, it definitely wouldn't look like this without your models, so
Yeah.
don't cut your
Well,
don't cut yourself short there.
there's less to talk about, though, when it comes to, you know. It's like, hey, what about that tile? Yeah, it's a tile. I made it.
Yeah,
It's a
look
good.
at that. It's all checkerboardian looking like.
Yeah,
Oh, look
I know,
at that.
Right? Ooh.
Look at that. There's Rat. Let's see what he has to say.